For joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Baldwin. He's out there with Marjanovic. And it's Biberovic in a two-guard. Here's Garuba. His three-pointer's off the mark. Now Marjanovic. Pass to Biberovic. There's a screen by Marjanovic. For the three. Got a piece of it. And he gets it back. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Baldwin. Off target with his three. Here's Musa. Guarded by Marjanovic. Musa passes to Garuba. No good on the triple. Now here's Hayes. Tight defense on him. We played just over a minute here in the first. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Hayes taking 2 shots.
Hayes hits them both. Here's Campazzo. Here's Musa. Traps in the train.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Baldwin. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. It's deflected. Here's Musa. Lets it go with a three. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Baldwin looking for the opening. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And the lid's off. They're 1 for 4 to begin this one, but that shot might just get them going.
Pass to Campazzo.
And that's just a risky play to make a heave like that. Not worth it.
Here's Baldwin. Missed inside.
And so far, the team just 1 of 5 and that rim shrinking.
Here's Musa. A three-pointer off the mark. Pass to Marjanovic. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Marjanovic. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Here's Musa. Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Here's Biberovic.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Lets the three fly. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
They get it back. Pass to Tavares. Here's Musa. Right wing. 5 to shoot. Covered by Hayes. The rebound by Marjanovic. Intercepted. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Musa. He's got 8 off on the layup.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Here's Baldwin. Puts up a deep three. Rebound by Tavares.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Here's Garuba. A three-pointer is right on target.
You know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to D him up.
Baldwin kicks to Hayes. Pass to Biberovic. With some arc, and it's good on the layup.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Here's the screen. Hands it from downtown.
Yeah, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Here's Baldwin. Here's the three. Rebound by Tavares.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Takes the three. No good that time. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Up by 5. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Launches it. Bangs home the trifecta. Here's Huey. There's a screen. Lets it go from the wing. Here's Deck. It's rebounded by Gutteridge. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. On Friday, then on Sunday.
At the line for the away team, number 21, 2 shots.
The first one falls. That one drops. He ties it up.
Now you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Screen by Ibaka. Here's Azania. And Ibaka slams it in.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
Yep, that one goes. 5 points in the game.
Now that's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
Away team foul. Hayes. First personal foul. First team foul.
Off the inbound pass. It's rebounded by Gutteridge. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Out to the right wing. There's the three. Connects from three-point range.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
And here is Azania. Hasn't made one yet. The shot's good. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. The three. Deck pulls it in. Here's Huey. Ibaka for three. Drains it from beyond the arc. Ibaka's got 5 points in the quarter.
Many times you don't like that shot selection, but sometimes when you're just feeling it in transition when no one's on you, great shot there.
Here's Gutteridge. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts. And now, here's Hazonia. Screened by Ibaka. From the arc. They get it back. Covered by Birch. 6 on the shot clock.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's Deck. Another shot. Carries the jump shot.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Takes a 3. That one doesn't drop. Pass to Ibaka. 3-pointer. Drills it from outside. Ibaka's got 8 points.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Driving to the basket. 1:12 left now here in the second. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Pass to Hazonia. The rebound by Colson.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Now Birch. Lays it up off the glass.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
They set the pick. Here's Hazonia. Out to Ibaka from outside the arc. Pass to Hazonia. And finish off by Hazonia.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Offensive rebound. Over to the wing. Here's Colson. Beyond the arc. No good that time. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Up by 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Thanks for stopping. You take a look at the home team. You expect this game to go down to the wire, and if it does, it'll be good for the coaches. The energy in their hometown is electric, man. You can tell these players are loving the positive attitudes and feeding off them.
That is more than enough.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. So it's the visitors now. They trail by 3, and it's Tavares in at the 5 roaming the paint. Here's Baldwin. Six to shoot. He nails it, and we're tied up. Baldwin's got his second basket of the night.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
We've got Hayes. Baldwin out there with Marjanovic. And it's Melli in at the 4. Scooped up. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Here's Baldwin. It's good. Baldwin's got 5 points now this quarter.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Musa sinks the triple. Musa's got 11 points. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Miami. Here's Baldwin. He's got 7. Into the lane. And the layup's good off the glass.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Knocks down the three ball. He's got 6.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Here's Baldwin. 9 points in the game so far. Fires from deep. And no good that time.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Yeah, 80%. Is that a good number from the field? I think so. 4 of 5 here shooting. Terrific start.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First free throw is good.
At the line for the away team, Baldwin.
And so he hits both. Here's Musa. 11 points in the game. Pass to Garuba. There's the pick. He takes it in. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
And he's good on the 3 ball.
3 points.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Campazzo, the pass to Garuba. Going inside. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
And they're going for the throat. And Hayes kicks to Marjanovic. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. This is his first trip to the line tonight. That free throw, no good.
Marjanovic taking 2 shots.
Good on the second free throw. 1:49 left in the third quarter. Here's Musa, guarded by Marjanovic. Fires the 3. Pass to Campazzo. Here's Musa. Here's Garuba. 10 points for him. 5 on the clock. Here's Tavares. Off target from outside.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Baldwin the pass to Marjanovic. 1:05 left in the third. Here's Baldwin. 14 points for him. Biberovic, good on the 3-point shot. Biberovic has got his second bucket tonight.
And that's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Here's Musa, and he jams it with authority.
Oh, and he went for the 2-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. There's the screen. Here's Baldwin. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
Here's Musa. And it's off from 3-point range. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Biberovic. Misses the layup. And here we go. Fires for 3. Good on the triple. He has 6.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Here's Baldwin. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking.
2 minutes allowed to review the play.
Made buckets.
And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Up 5. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
First team foul.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. They've got Yui, and it's Hezonja in at the 3, the small forward. Launches a 3. Deck pulls it in. Deck's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And they continue to control the glass.
Ibaka for 3. It's rebounded by Gutteridge. Pass to Birch. Bangs home the trifecta.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Hezonja with the ball. From deep. Drills it from outside. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. They set the pick. Pulls up. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Fires the 3. Cranes the three-pointer.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
Teams changing it up here. The latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, guys. Well, during the break, I was able to catch the message the visiting team coach gave to his team. He said they've played well in certain areas, but the lack of detail to the defensive boards has allowed their opponent too many second-chance opportunities. That, he said, is the difference in this game. They have to get busy on the glass, Kevin.
Thank you, David. He's perfect from the line this time. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Deck. Pass to Ibaka. A three-pointer is right on target.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
And here's Birch. Here's Biberovic. Launches a 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
3 points.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Here's Musa. Driving in. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Well, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Lets the 3 fly. Deck pulls it in. Deck's got 6 rebounds in the game. And Hezonja gets it to go.
Many times you don't like that shot selection, but sometimes when you're just feeling it in transition and no one's on you, great shot there.
Here's Gutteridge. And the 3 off target.
You could see he wanted to get him back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
Musa can't hit.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Hits it from three-point range.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. And you got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
And now, here's Hezonja. T right on him. And finish off by Hezonja.
Ooh, rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel.
Here's the three. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Lasagna's shot is off.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
It's stolen by Ibaka. 56 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Offensive rebound. Buries the long-range jumper. Here's Musa. Here's Huey. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
They maintained focus all night and along the way put on quite a show.
Yeah, the cool thing is that they look like they're having a blast out there. Everyone on the same page, contributions across the board.
The rebound by Ibaka. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Lasagna's shot is off.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
There's 10 seconds left in the 4th. From deep 3-point territory. No good. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play
What better for a Tuesday evening than a little NBA action on 2K Sports? This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Chemezi Metu, and it's Anderson in at the 3. On target from range.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
There's a screen from Garuba. Pass to Campazzo. Here's Musa. The 3. Anderson pulls it down. And just about a minute into this first quarter. From the arc. The shot no good. Here's Garuba. Anderson covers. Fires for 3. Another shot. And the layup is good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Puts up a deep three. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Puts the move on. And the layup is up and in. He's got 5.
And defensively, you have to make him work harder than this, or it's going to be a long night.
You really don't want to allow him to get too comfortable, but even with stifling defense, he's going to still find a way to get it in the basket.
Garuba's gone 1 for 2 from the three-point line. Pass to Anderson. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here's Musa. Lets the 3 fly. And Metu pulls it down.
You love to see guys challenge one another like that. Advantage to the defense that time.
Parker inside. Garuba on him. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Musa, good.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Garuba. Fires the 3. Oh, he missed that one. 1 for 3 in this one so far. Garuba's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Oh, sweet move. Satoransky's shot is off.
You know, the fact is, he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
Here's Campazzo. Still no points. Three-pointer off the mark.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Launches it. Hits a three-pointer.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
Here's Garuba. Parker defending. Drains the triple. Garuba's got 6.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And that one good.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Here's Musa. The three-pointer off the mark.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
Anderson for 3. Garuba with a rebound. Here's Musa. Good on the bucket. He's got 5. The visitors with the ball. Satoransky outside. Parker outside. 4 seconds left. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Well, it's been a high-scoring, competitive game through the first quarter of play. They lead by a bucket. Stay with us now as we get set to... And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
Now here's Ibaka. Not a lot of room. Yeah. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Puts it up. And not going to go. He misses his first attempt of the night. Here's Hezonja. The three is up. It's hauled in by Fall. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Takes the three. Deck with a rebound. Here's Hezonja. Yet to see a basket. Screen by Ibaka. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Well, plenty of give and take so far.
There's 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
For three. No luck on that one. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Releases. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Yep, that one goes.
Not exactly what Coach wanted coming up the floor, but he'll take it.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. This one for three. It's deflected. Down low. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from the inside.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
And it's good for 2. Neither side willing to relent.
That's led to 8 lead changes and a bunch of drama already.
Here's Hezonja. Off the mark there with a 3. Pass to Fall. A minute 37 left to play in the first half of basketball.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He got in good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
First trip to the line for him here. He's off on the first. And no luck at the stripe this time. Second one won't fall. Poke loose. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Oh, he really fought for that one. Battling through contact to complete the play.
Incredible, incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go. It sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
Ibaka for 3. He can't get that one to fall. There's the triple. It's not going to go for him. 1:10 left in the first half of this game. Screen by Ibaka to the inside. And here's the fast break. Misses in close. Here's Hezonja. From downtown, drops in the 3. 5 points in the game.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
.40 seconds left to play in the first half. Pass to Deck. Here's the 3. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2. From deep. Hernan Gomez on the wing. He buries it from 3. Hernan Gomez has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Screen by Ibaka. Here's Hazonia. From beyond the arc, and then some.
Man, oh man, that's just absurd range. He can pull it up and hit it from just about anywhere.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Leading by 1. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Glad you could join us. Brian
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. There's a screen by Metu. Off target with the 3.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
We've got Chimezie Metu, and it's Satoransky in at the point guard position. Beyond the arc. That shot, no good. For the lead. Musa, good. Give him 8 points now.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Metu, and they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Metu's got his first 3 points of the game.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Launches a 3. Anderson pulls it down.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he knocks down the first one.
For the away team, Chimezie Metu.
Both good from the line that time. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. On Monday, and then on Friday.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
There's a screen by Metu. Off the window, it's good.
Major dominance, and it comes so easily for him. Fantastic at getting to his spots on the floor.
Here's Garuba. Parker defending to stop the run. Gets the 3 to fall. Garuba's got 9.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Here's Musa. Anderson covers. Musa, good. He's got 10.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Pass to Metu. Six to shoot. Satoransky outside. Back to Metu. The 3 is up. And Musa pulls it down. And they're on the break. Snatched away. Inside. They swipe it. Here's Campazzo. No made baskets yet, and he's able to get it back. A minute 37 left in the third quarter. Garuba, no good.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check, and was maybe a step out of his range.
It doesn't go for him.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
They set the screen. Here's Musa. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Parker outside. Here's Satoransky. Misses the three.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
Here's Musa. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. There's 37 seconds left in the third. They get it back. Parker passes to Anderson. They still need this. Deflected. For the tie. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First team foul.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And it's tied up with that one.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Got it up. And we wrap up the third, and it looks like it's going to be an exciting fourth. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. To take the lead. And he got the whistle on the way. And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
The play will be reviewed. There will be 2 minutes.
The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey guys, over that break, I was able to catch the message that the visiting team coach was giving to his team. Coach telling their team, this is a tight one. We need full effort defensively, 1 or 2 stops, and we will win this game. A coach preaching defense, a familiar tune.
And Allie, thanks. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Pass to Ibaka. Clock at 6. That shot missing. Driving in. Got a hand on it. Fires it. Over to the wing. Here's Hazonia. Knocks down the triple.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Oh, got that one up quick.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. to the middle. Here's Fall. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. The first free throw is good.
At the line for the away team.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
If they keep hitting free throws at this clip, it'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half. That's taking care of business, fellas.
Screen by Deck. Here's Hazonia. Offensive rebound. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And he makes the first.
Second team foul. At the line for your home team. Deck. Taking 2 shots.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Pulls up and score it. That now makes him 7 for 11 in this game. Here's Hazonia. Hey, now 5 for 8, shooting a pretty good percentage right now. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Now here's Hernan Gomez. Six to shoot. To the inside. Ooh, ripped away. Here's Fall. Five to shoot. Takes a 3. And no good. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Driving to the basket. Hazonia gets the bucket.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
From deep three-point land. It's rebounded by Ibaka. Ibaka's got his 4th rebound in this one. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter. And there's the drive. And yep, it's good. There's 1:40 left in the final quarter. Has to Fall. And here's Hernan Gomez. Here's Fall. That's Ibaka defending. Shot clock at 6. Hernan Gomez. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Hernan Gomez has gone 2 for 3 from the field. Here's Musa. 3-pointer. Can't hit that one.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Drives to the hoop. Yes! A huge shot to tie it up.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
And you have to try to make something happen. I mean, they have to be aggressive at this point, even if it's risking a foul.
I agree. I mean, you would have been better off using it on the floor and not on the shot. But the foul had to come either way, so it is what it is.
Screen by Deck. With the drive. Cash. And he's tied it up. What a shot.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Hernan Gomez. Pass to Fall. Six on the shot clock.
Yeah, and you have to try to make something happen. I mean, they have to be aggressive at this point, even if it's risking a foul.
I agree. I mean, you would have been better off using it on the floor and not on the shot. But the foul had to come either way, so it is what it is. Not as easy as people think it is to keep your focus when there's so much riding on these free throws. Excellent work in the clutch.
So the the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 1. And so he hits both.
Oh, tremendous composure at the line to tie things up and give them a shot at overtime.
Oh, no good there. Potential game winner was off the mark. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun. Here we go. Satoransky with it. Kicks it out to Anderson. Lets it fly. Bullseye! Here's Musa. We've got Chemezi Metu, and it's Anderson in at the small forward position. Looking to get it going, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
I'm not sure why they aren't going to him more. He's scoring the ball so well.
To the left side wing. 4-3. Not falling for him there. 7 for 15 now. Here's Campazzo. And there's the screen. And he drives in. Yes! They get the go-ahead bucket. 1:41 left to play in overtime. Fires from deep. Unable to get that one.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to Musa. Excellent D there from Parker.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Satoransky goes in, rips it home off a terrific move.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Pass to Campazzo. Here's Musa. Shot clock at 5. There's a screen from Garuba. Here's Campazzo. And they'll get another chance. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And if you can't force the turnover on that play, then that's not a bad foul.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but at least they did get the clock stopped. That is the one saving grace of that situation.
And so both free throws good. And it's a 2-point ball game.
And he doesn't let the pressure get to him. Cool and confident from the line.
The 3. Laces one from 3.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. We're going the other way.
Huge turnover there, and at a bad time, too. You have to value every possession.
And here's Satoransky. He connects!
And they aren't over the limit yet. The whole arena knows they need a 3 to force another overtime.
3-pointer. No good from 3-point range.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second-chance opportunities can be game-changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
And so...
For tuning in this Sunday evening. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And as always, we'll hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Medu is out there with Fall. Then there's Parker, and it's Zadaransky in a point. Here's Baldwin. Zadaransky covering. Here's Marjanovic, and Marjanovic with the slam.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. And it's Parker in the corner. There's the three. That shot off. Pass to Hayes. Now Marjanovic. It's deflected. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. They get it again. Taken away by Hayes. Here's Melly. And he goes in for the top.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Here's Medu. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Biberovic. Fires the three. The rebound by Medu. Parker left side. And they cash in right away with the quick shot.
He's looking very confident so far. The defense is going to have to account for him.
Here's Biberovic. The rebound by Medu.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option now.
Here's Baldwin. Zadaransky covering. Lets it go with the three. A nice shot by Baldwin.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Yep, it counts. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Biberovic. Pass to Baldwin. And the shot goes in. Baldwin's got 5.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
That's no good. It's his second miss. He's made 4. Pass to Biberovic. Jacks up a 3. Hands it from downtown.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
1:11 left in the first quarter. Drills the three-pointer.
Oh, man, a hot start for him. He's hit 5 of his first 7.
Takes it inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And he makes the first.
2 shots.
Both good from the line that time.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Medu passes to Zadaransky. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the first.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. It can't settle for bad shots.
No good from outside. Here's Colson. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Takes a 3. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9. Here's Baldwin. He's got 7. Fires away from outside. Offensive rebound. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. They lead by 1. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
We've got Colson, and it's Birch in at the 5 spot. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Baldwin's gone 3 for 4 here from the field. Hernan Gomez out there with Anderson. And it's Abrinas in at the 2 guard spot. Provitola misses the 3. Pass to Colson. On Wednesday, then on Friday.
First personal foul, first team foul. At the line for your home team.
And the first one drops.
Taking 2 shots.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here's Provitola. Pass to Abrinas for the 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Abrinas has got his first 3 points of the game.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Colson passes to Gutteridge. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Birch. The 3. Fires for 3. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Here's Provitola. Hits the 3-point bomb.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Pass to Birch. Picked off in midair. And here they come. Here's Vesely. Had the opportunity on the break, but couldn't sink the 3. Here's Gutteridge. Nailed from 3-point land. Gutteridge has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Pass to Anderson. The 3, just 5 to shoot. Birch grabs the board.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. The shot comes out. Here's Abrinas. Launches it. Can't get it to fall. He's missed the second after making his first. Gutteridge for pass to Colson. Here's Birch. Connects from 3-point range. Birch has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. The shot's good from Provitola.
Well, the defense did everything they could there, but his skills as a finisher, wow.
Rebound by Vesely. Pass to Provitola. From outside the arc, and the 3 ball is good. Provitola's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Count it. 1:03 left to play here in the half. Anderson right side. Hernan Gomez with a screen for Anderson. Pass to Hernan Gomez. And finished off by Hernan Gomez.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
There's the triple. Rebound by Vesely.
Yeah, he hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Laprovitola. He's got 8. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Beyond the arc. He doesn't hit that one. Pushing it up. A 3-ball. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And that'll do it for the first half. Game time. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a moment.
Hello, everybody. Swerving off topic for a moment, I need you guys to weigh in on this. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Oh, man, it's a hot dog. I like their approach on the boards. Get in there, establish position. Aggressively go after the ball, Ernie.
If they come out on top tonight, Shaq.
And that'll do it for half.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Here's Baldwin. They've got Marjanovic. He's out there with Baldwin. And it's Biberovic in at the 2. And he comes up with the deuce.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
They've got Metu. He's out there with Parker. Ball's out there with Satoransky. Pass to Metu for the lead. The rebound by Marjanovic.
I'm not sure if anyone on the team has the green light from there. Definitely not him.
Well, that's the shot where if you make it, everything's fine. But if not, you're going to hear about it. Well, he's been very reliable tonight, not wasting any chances, really using his head.
Got a hand on it. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Cranes it from beyond the arc. 18 points for him.
Yeah, they get one to fall. Now 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
90 seconds now into the second half. They get the rebound.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Here's Parker. Metu passes to Parker. They set the pick. Shot clock at 6. Satoransky gets the bucket.
Yeah, the more he knocks those down, the more confidence this coaching staff's going to have in him.
Baldwin looking for the opening. Pass to Marjanovic. Here's Biberovic. Banked in off the glass. Biberovic has got 5 points so far.
You know, they've hit the ground running to begin this second half. 4 for 5 so far.
Here's Fall. The rebound by Biberovic. Here's Baldwin. Satoransky covering. Baldwin can't get it to go. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. And it's Melly with the rebound. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's Baldwin. 14 points for him. Takes the three. Couldn't get it to drop. He's now made 5 of 8 shots. Here's Abrinas. There's a good screen. Vesely kicks to Hernan Gomez. And here's Anderson from the arc. The rebound by Biberovic. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Here's Baldwin. From deep. Rebound by Vesely. Vesely's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Drives to the hoop. And then Vesely with the dunk.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Coming onto the floor for the away team, number 8, Dario. Number 8.
Here's Laprovitola. 8 points for him. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a 3-point play.
First team foul.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. 59 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Baldwin. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And this is his 2nd trip to the line in the game. First one falls for him. He hits both from the stripe. Here's Abrinas. Hernan Gomez a screen. Abrinas the pass to Laprovitola. Covered by Hayes. Just 5 on the clock. Knocks down the 3 ball. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
You can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Baldwin. Rebound by Vesely. Hernan Gomez a screen. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Up 2. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Well, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. We've got Hernan Gomez, and it's Vesely in at the 5 down low. From the arc. No good. Here's Abrinas. Latre. Pass to Laprovitola. Puts up a deep 3. Birch grabs the board. Birch has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. From past the arc. Sinks the triple.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well during the break I was able to catch the message the visiting team coach gave to his team. Coach was really hyping up his guys. He told them, this is what it's all about, fellas. You're in this spot for a reason. Go out and take this win. See if they can follow those instructions. Guys?
Thank you, David. Satoransky covering. It's good from long range. It's a tie ball game.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Just over a minute and a half play here in the fourth. Six to shoot. Shoots the three. Buries it from three-point range. 23 points in the game.
Well, that brings his total to 5 makes from beyond the arc for the game. Feeling some confidence from range.
Here's Baldwin, and he makes good on the layup.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Add that basket to his impressive total. Brings him to 10 for 14.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Gutteridge. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. This one for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Baldwin's got 12 points here in the second half.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
Pass to fall.
2 minutes remaining.
Now, here's Satoransky. He's guarded close, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Here's Baldwin, driving the lane, and it goes down 2 points. Baldwin's got 23 points.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
And the three-point shot really has been their best friend here tonight.
Well, it's one thing to hit threes when it doesn't matter. It's another to do it in clutch time. Takes a special player.
To the middle, here's Birch, and Parker with the block. 1:14 left here in the fourth quarter. Three-pointer. No good on that one.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter. Satoransky covering. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Parker looking over the floor. A three-pointer, no good. For 3. That shot missing. It's rebounded by Gutteridge.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
Absolutely need a 3 here.
Misses the tray.
And you know they wanted that one to go down.
Yeah, they really wanted that bucket to go. You can't get discouraged though.
And so the road team gets the W in this one. This win sends a tremendous...
2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
And that gets us rolling. Whew. What a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
You get the sense there is a level of intensity right out of the gates.
Here's Marjanovic. Here's Baldwin. Screen by Marjanovic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's deflected. Here's Musa. There's the 3. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. First quarter of play, a minute in. Here's Baldwin from behind the arc. Sends it home from three-point land.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Pass to Campazzo. Off target from outside.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. The offensive rebound. Melli, the pass to Marjanovic. Here's Baldwin. The 3 ball. They get the rebound. Pass to Melli. Here's Baldwin. Gets another look. And he lays it up and in. Baldwin's got his second bucket on the night.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well. Boy, just 1 for 4, a little brisky right now.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in, and the layup falls. Baldwin's got 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%. To win the run, Musa, good.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Here's Melli. Marjanovic passes to Baldwin. From deep three-point range. No luck on that one.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Here's Musa. The long-distance 3 is buried. 6 points for him.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Here's Baldwin. And the shot goes in.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
He's defended by Hayes. And it's off from three-point range. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes play. Lets it go from deep. Pass to Baldwin. Screen by Marjanovic. Fires the 3. Now Hayes. Let's go with a 3. And that one fall for him. He's 0 for 2. Puts up a 3. Baldwin with a rebound. 54 seconds left in the opening quarter. Pass to Baberovic. Here's Marjanovic. Jacks up a 3. Baldwin's shot is good. Baldwin's got 12.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Here's Musa. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Baldwin's shot is good.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
20 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Musa. It's Hayes with the rebound. It's stolen by Campazzo. For the finish, and the big dunk at the end of the break.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
Here's Baberovic. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Up 1, and the second quarter is on. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
It's all about the strong inside-out game in the first period. It really helped them get some clean looks down low.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Pass to Azonia. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Sinks the tray.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Out to the right wing from outside the arc. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. In transition, here they come. Count that one. He's got 7.
What an effective, efficient offensive possession. They'd love to get that shot every trip down the floor.
Ibaka, good.
What was the defense thinking? I mean, that's the wrong guy to leave open.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. From deep. Can't get it to drop. Here's Guduric. Still without a bucket. Pass to Birch. Oh, he took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. Instead, he'll shoot free throws.
Nice job to go at the rack and force the foul.
Both shots good from the stripe. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Let's go with a 3. Guduric with the rebound.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Here they come with numbers in transition. Screen by Ibaka. Here's Deck. That 3's off the mark. We've got 1:55 left in the second period. Here's Guduric. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Here's Azonia. Screen by Ibaka. The 3 is up. Tipped. And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession. Here's Deck. They trail by 9. Oh, it's stolen. In transition, here they come. Count that bucket. Birch has gotten 4 this quarter.
I'll tell you what, they are on fire this quarter, taking total command of this game.
Screen by Deck. Pass to Azonia. From downtown, fires in the triple. He's got 5. 56 seconds left in the first half of this one. Here's Gudarich. And he jams it home with authority.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. Here's Azonia. No good with the triple. 34 seconds left in the first half. Down low. To the paint.
Ball is turned over. Substitution on the court.
We've got 22 seconds left in the first half. This one for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Garuba passes to Campazzo. 1 second left. And he takes it up and lays it in.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
And we finished off one half of play. Up 11. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
And it's time for your fan.
Swerving off topic for a moment, I need you guys to weigh in on this. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Oh, man.
Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the home team. And that is going to do it.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Nico Melli is out there with Boban Marjanovic. Then there's Hayes, and it's Baldwin in at the point guard position. From outside, off the mark. Here's Garuba. He's scoreless. There's the drive. Pass to Campazzo. Five to shoot. Here's Musa. The 3. Counted from distance. 12 points for him.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Hayes is out there with Nico Melli. Then it's Boban Marjanovic, and it's Beberovic in at the 2. Hayes, the pass to Baldwin. Launches a 3. The shot no good.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Garuba driving inside.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
We've got Boban Marjanovic. Hayes is out there with Nico Melli, and it's Baldwin in at the 1. Here's Melli. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. From deep three-point land. Offensive rebound. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
They've got Hayes. Boban Marjanovic out there with Nico Melli. And it's Beberovic in at the 2. Here's Baldwin. He's got 14. Can't hit that one.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
Three-pointer, no good. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Here's Beberovic. Oh, and there's a one-handed
surefire, one-handed stuff.
Yeah, with his focus, he's not going to miss that. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Here's Baldwin. Pass to Marjanovic. Soft touch off the glass. Marjanovic got his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, defense simply not quick enough. And when you're trying to cover down low, a split second is all it takes.
Garuba with the bucket.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Garuba's gone 2 of 4 shooting. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Here's Musa. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the layup. 6 points for him.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Baldwin, the pass to Hayes. Beyond the arc. Baldwin's shot is off.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
Pass to Musa. Wide open look. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Lets it fly. Melly, the pass to Hayes. Here's Baberovic. Good work there as it goes. Baberovic has got his second basket on the night.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
There's a screen from Garuba. Here's Musa. Out to the wing. Here's the three. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
That takes us to the end of the third quarter. What a game. Neither team giving ground. Leading by just 2. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Screen by Deck. Fires from deep. It's tipped.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards. They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Ibaka, good.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
They're just trying to hold on to this lead, Grant.
And right now, you just can't afford to be careless.
Here's Goodrich. No good on the 3. Here's Hezonja. The 3 ball. Rebounded by Birch. Fourth quarter now. We're about 1.5 minutes in. Off with the layup. Here's Hezonja. He's guarded by Birch. He takes it in. Deflected.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
And Birch slams it in.
Smart. Get out in front, finished the break with authority.
I don't think anyone was catching him on that play. That is unbelievable.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
That's Ibaka defending. Pass to Guduric. Clock at 6. Tries it from 19. Can't get it to drop.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Pass to Ibaka. Here's Deck, 6 to shoot. Fires for 3. Guduric with the rebound. The home team calls timeout. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. The head coach of the home team had some words for his team over the break. He told his guys to stay after it, to not get complacent and lazy with this lead. He wants them to keep adding to it. We'll see if they're able to do it, guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
On the take. Baldwin's shot is good.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Here's Hezonja. Off target from three-point range.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Going inside. Basket's good.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Lets it go from deep. That shot off the mark. 1:09 left to play in the fourth quarter. Ibaka for 3, and the three-pointer goes.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Pass to Baberovic. Here he goes. He's off on the layup.
You know, I think it's desperation time for them.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
And just a great screen.
And they got a high-powered finish out of it.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Here's Guduric. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Second personal foul, first team foul.
Good on the first, and that puts him up 5. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, you want to continue to build the lead, so a very productive trip to the line right there.
That can't hit. No good on the triple.
First clean look they have. I mean, they've got to take it.
And they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
Offensive rebound. Fires the 3. And knocks down the 3.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. What a performance they had here at home today.
I'll tell you what. These are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose.
Welcome everyone to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and with us from the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And it's Tavares in at the 5, roaming the paint. Musa can't hit. Now here's Satoransky. He's tightly guarded. 2 points. That one goes. Here's Campazzo. There's the pick. With the drive. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. Now here's Satoransky. From 11 feet away. Pass to Medu. Rebound by Tavares.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
And so here's the home team. From downtown. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Here he goes. A nice shot by Campazzo. Campazzo's got his second bucket.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And Satoransky wide open. He fires. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's Musa. They retain possession. Tavares, the rim-rattling two-handed jam. Lets it go from deep. He can't get that one to fall.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
They grab their own miss. Puts up a 3. Musa with the bucket.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Unloads. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Fires from deep. A nice shot by Garuba. Garuba's got 5 points so far.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Satoransky.
Yeah, the defender all over.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Personal foul, first team foul. At the line for your home team.
Free throw good, Satoransky.
Taking 2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line. A minute 50 left to play in the first quarter. Fires the 3. To the right side. Over to the wing. Off target from three-point range.
And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
Medu passes to Fall. Here is Parker. There's the pick. Fires for 3. They get it back to the left side wing. And he's good on the 3 ball. 5 points in the game.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Musa passes to Garuba. Three-pointer. Drops in the tray.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
Now, here's Satoransky. Defense right on him. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
32 seconds left in the first. They set the pick, launches it. Fall with the rebound. 20 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Now here's Sadaransky. He's covered closely. No good on the shot.
Really thought he had this one, and the defense, they were giving it to him.
Home team foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
Long range from the inbound. Second chance shot. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. They're up by 6. And we'll get the second quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
We've got Hernan Gomez, and it's Abrinas in at the 3 spot. They've got Yui, and it's Ibaka in at the 5 down low.
You got to love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Here's Laprovitola. No good on the 3. To the paint. Here's Deck. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Now, Hernan Gomez. Clock at 6. On deep. A rebound by Hazanya.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Fires it up. Out to the right wing.
Home team foul. Abrinas. First personal foul. First team foul.
Ibaka right side. Launches a 3. Trains it from beyond the arc. Ibaka's got his first 3 points of the game.
If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
Shot's good by Hernan Gomez.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Hazanya's shot is off. Off target with his 3. Out to the wing. Here's Yui. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
This is hard to watch. You might want to put the kids to bed. This man still has not hit a shot this quarter.
Deck, he hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Deck's got 6 points in the quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Deck's gone a perfect 3 for 3 so far. Here's Laprovitola. Still scoreless. Abrinas' shot is off. Pass to Ibaka. This one for 3. Rebound by Vesely.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Hazanya defending. Shoots it up. Good as the jump shot falls. There's 1:40 left to play in the first half.
Number 8. First personal foul. Second team foul.
1:39 left here in the second. Here's Yui. That one good for 2.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Pass to Vesely to the wing right side. Here's Laprovitola. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
Here's Huey. 59 seconds left in the second quarter.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
It's his first trip to the line.
Huey at the line for 2.
And the second free throw, good. And the home team has possession. Trailing by 13. Pass to Laprovitola. Takes a 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. Provitola's got 5 now.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
There's the drive. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Provitola's got 7 now in this quarter. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Fires the 3. And Azania gets it to go.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Here's Laprovitola. 7 points in the game. He was all alone on that one. 10 points for him.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
And finish off by Hazonia.
Whoa, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. Fires from way outside. Doesn't go that time. And so we conclude the first half. Up 10. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
You know what time it is.
Before we get into that, I want to know, back when you guys played, what was your favorite city to play in?
Well, Shaq played.
Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the visiting team. That'll do it for our show.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Medu is out there with Parker, and it's Fall in at the 5. Parker outside. They set the pick. Five to shoot. Pass to Fall. It's tipped.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And it's Campazzo in at the point guard position.
How about the concentration? He gets hit but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Puts it up from 15. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Here's Garuba. 8 points for him. Oh, good with the triple.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Lets it go from deep. Rebound by Tavares. Beyond the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Garuba's got 11 points.
He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition 3. But if he missed, Coach might have had some words for him.
Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. From deep. No good that time. Well, they've got some work to do to cut into this lead.
And no need to get away from the game plan, though. There's plenty of time to get back in it.
Back to Parker. They set the screen. The offensive rebound. Pass to Medu. Goes up again, and he nails the jumper. He has 7. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Here's Musa. Sinks the triple.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, if you want to win, of course, playing both ends of the floor is essential. Former Defensive Player of the Year Draymond Green says, we've seen teams for years make the mistake of thinking they can put a great offense out there and win. You run up against a team that's just competent offensively, but they play defense, you're going to lose. Kevin?
Got the 1-2 punch, as Draymond talks about. Man, that is something tough to get by. DA thanks. The steal. Lets it go with a 3. No good there. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Lets it fly. That 3 off the mark.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
A nice shot by Garuba.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
From past the arc, Musa with the bucket. Musa's got 12.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
To the wing on the left. Over to the left wing. Baseline J on the way. Nice spin off the left rim and in. He's got 11.
I mean, no one really near him, but still, he's able to knock down the off-balance shot.
1:04 left here in the third quarter.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3 ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
And they pick up 2. 52 seconds left in the third quarter. Campazzo, the pass to Musa. And that one drops for him.
And after really leaning on that 3-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Here's Fall, and that one is stuffed right through.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Pass to Tavares. Here's Campazzo. Right wing. Here's Garuba. 14 points for him. From outside, off the mark. Here's the screen. Takes the 3. The shot that time, not on target. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Leading by 17. And we'll... How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
There wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Hernan Gomez, and it's Vesely in at the center position.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
He hits the second from the line. And the home team has possession. It's an 18-point game.
Home team foul. Number 8. Third personal foul. Second team foul.
Ibaka for 3. It's good from long range.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
And there's the drive. Abrines with the bucket. Abrines has got his first points of the game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Ibaka, no luck.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Provitola passes to Abrinas. Deck pulls it in. Deck's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The tray. And Azania gets it to go.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Pass to Abrinas. RJ, you had a chance to ref a Summer League game this past year, so you get a little bit of a feel for what these guys go through.
Being a referee is by far the hardest job in professional sports. To try and keep up with the amount of plays, the amount of possessions, I do not envy their job.
Here's Hernan Gomez, and finish off by Hernan Gomez.
Gets behind the D on the break, and the pass is there waiting for him.
To the inside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
On Thursday, then on Monday.
At the line for 2,
He misses the free throw. And he sinks the second. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. A 3-ball. Azania's shot is off. Here's Laprovitola. The 3. And it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
Yeah, and they are living and dying from beyond the arc since halftime. It's a different look than what we saw in the first half.
Out to Ibaka. Lets the 3 fly. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Ibaka's gone 2 for 5 tonight. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Pass to Deck. For the 3. The shot misses. One-on-one here. 3-pointer. Here's Abrinas. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost him.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
Here's Huey. Here's the screen. Azania hits the 3-point bomb. Azania's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now. Great recognition of the mismatch, abusing the smaller defender. Poor guy.
Inside. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Offline with his 3. Tipped away. Pass to Vesely. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
24. First personal foul, second team foul.
Free throw good, Vesely. Greg, we've heard some veteran players and coaches say the league is skewing too young.
Well, because of the salary cap, you're often forced to play some younger guys, and they don't quite have a feel for the game yet. So possibly the product suffers, but it also gives you a chance to develop these young players in your system.
Hernan Gomez, that's a 2-pointer, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
A wide open look here for Ibaka. Drills the 3-pointer.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Pass to Deck. Puts up a 3. No good. He's missed 3, and he's made 4 of his 7. Here's Laprovitola. His 3-pointers off the mark. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Now here is Ibaka. He's guarded closely. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep 3-point territory. It's not going to go for him. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what.
A festive atmosphere inside the building as we bring you Friday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. And this is Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Allie LaForce, our reporter tonight. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Nico Melli is out there with Boban Marjanovic. Then there's Hayes, and it's Peperovic in at the 2. Here's Marjanovic. Here's Baldwin. That three's off the mark. In transition. Hernan Gomez sets a screen. Satoransky. The three-pointer off the mark. Here's Baldwin. Pass to Melli. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
Takes a 3, and he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Peperovic, and it's blocked. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Parker. Here's Baldwin, covered by Satoransky. Out to the right wing. 4 on the clock. Here's Hayes. And Parker pulls it down. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. It's hauled in by Marjanovic.
Not exactly what they're looking for out of the gates. Just 1 of 4 shooting.
Baldwin, the pass to Melly. Here's Baldwin. There's the triple. And Parker pulls it down.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
Hernan Gomez sets a screen. And a miss there on the triple.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Here's Baldwin from behind the arc. Over to the wing. Pass to Melly. Satoransky with the steal. And here comes the break. And here's Hernan Gomez. And the first shot of the night for him. Missing. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Baldwin's shot is good.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
He shoots it. He hits that one. 2 for 5 now.
I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot again. His teammates are just laughing, shaking their heads there on the bench.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
The 3. Nails it from 3. Give him 8 points now.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Misses the 3.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Pass to Melly. Here's Baldwin. Takes the 3. Pure from 3-point range. Baldwin's got 10 points.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
Drills it from deep.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Here's Baberovic. No points yet. 3-pointer. That miss makes him 3 for 7.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
Hernan Gomez sets a screen. Puts up a 3. Offensive board. And it's off from 3-point range. Knocked away. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Pass to Baldwin. For 3. He's off on that one. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Leading by 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Basket counts.
Coaches loving the ball movement.
dishes it. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him at all times or he will bury you.
To the right side. Pass to Guduric. Jacks up a three. Shot clock at 6. Off the mark there with a three. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Shot is up. It's stolen. 4-on-1. Here they go. Here's Birch. And he buries his first look. Birch comes with a double. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Hits the trifecta. 5 points in the game.
And their offensive execution has really picked up here in the second period.
To halt the run. Sinks it from distance.
12 consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Ooh, had a nice open look right there.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. .144 left to play in the half. Guduric with the bucket.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
There's a screen. All sorts of time. Chalk up 2 there.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. These are his first free throws of the game. The first one falls.
2 shots.
It's both from the stripe. 1:11 left in the first half of basketball. Off target from outside. Anderson covers. 6 to shoot. Fires the three. Guduric with the bucket. He's got 7.
And you know, in this quarter, they've really brought up their shooting percentage.
We've got 33 seconds left in the second period. Right wing. The three is up. And he buries his first look.
They're making a few more threes this quarter, trying to cut into that deficit.
First personal foul, second team foul.
First one falls for him.
For the away team.
And so he makes both from the line.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
There's a screen by Metu. There's the three. And that one goes. 4 for 7 for him so far. There's 10 seconds left in the half. Three-pointer. The shot won't fall. And so that's the end of the first half. They're up 7. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Taking a look at the visitors, they're still a team that could be dangerous, but they're having trouble playing at their best every night. That's a lack of focus.
And looking back at the first half of this game, it's likely we'll see some adjustments for the home team. And that is going to do it for us. Let's
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. Here's Baldwin. Drops in the layup for 2. Baldwin's got 12.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Hayes is out there with Nico Melli. Then it's Boban Marjanovic. And it's Peperovic in at the 2-guard spot. Yeah, that one's good.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Knocks it down from distance. He's got 16.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Here's Peperovic. Pass to Baldwin. Satoransky with the steal. Here's Parker. And Parker throws it down.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Shoots. Hey, shot's good.
How about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Lets the 3 fly. Kept alive. Hernan Gomez on the wing. And the 3 off target. Here's Baldwin, covered by Satoransky. Baldwin, the pass to Marjanovic. Here's Baldwin. From the arc. Sinks that one. Now shooting 5 of 10 and looking sharp.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
4-3. It's hauled in by Marjanovic. Marjanovic got 5 rebounds tonight. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Baldwin's shot is good.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Hayes attacking. And Parker pulls it down. They've got plenty of time to get back into this.
Yeah, I'm sure they feel pressed, but this is when you have to stay calm and execute.
He drops it from range. 19 points in the game.
Making his mark from long range today. That's his second triple of the half, his 5th overall.
Here's Peperovic. It's blocked. .149 left in the third quarter.
You really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
Pass to Marjanovic. Here's Melli. Here's Baberovic. Parker defending from behind the arc. Hernan Gomez with a rebound.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
To the wing on the left. Connects from downtown.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Here's Baldwin. He's got 18. Take it away. Releases. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
There's 48 seconds left in the third. And a nice finish on the layup. Baldwin's got 10 points in the quarter. Buries it from three.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Hayes against Parker. Here's Baldwin. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Well, we got a close game here in Cleveland. 16 seconds left in the third quarter.
Good job on the glass there, working hard to establish position and put himself in a great spot to come away with that rebound.
And he's got his fourth free throw of the game.
Substitution on the court.
The visitors with the ball. They held a 12-point lead earlier, and he gets it to go.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Hernan Gomez sets a screen. Fires the three. It doesn't go for him. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth. They're up by 6, and we're coming right back. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So it's the home team now. They trail by 6. Fires for 3. Missed it. 4 for 8 in the contest.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Anderson covers. 5 on the clock. Off target with the 3. Releases. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Down with both hands.
Yes. Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. The 3 nails it from beyond the arc.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
There's a screen. For 3, he got a piece of it, and they recover it. Nice jump shot from the top of the key.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
There's the triple. It's deflected, and he gets it back. No one covering.
And the defense is looking almost lost on the perimeter. That opens up a quality three-point shot, and he delivers.
Well, you concern yourself with the other guys who you think are going to damage you, and he stepped up and delivered that huge three-point shot.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Guterich with the rebound.
It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
Pass to Birch. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And the first one at the line is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And if they're going to make a move, this is a good time to start.
And there's still plenty of time, but they definitely don't want to let this game get too far out of hand.
Hernan Gomez on the wing. Clock at 6. Misses from close range. Out to the right wing. Here's Guterich. Uses the glass on the layup.
Like a matador. Olé! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
From deep. No luck on that one.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, and that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long. We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space, just clanked it.
We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. They get it back.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Lets it fly. And all around the rim that time before dropping.
So far, he's a can't-miss player. A superb scorer who plays to his strength.
Fires from way outside. That one is off.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Gets the 3 to fall.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Here we go. Here's Vesely. No good again that time. Pass to Birch. Covered by Sadaransky. Puts up a deep 3. And Parker pulls it down. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. He buries it from 3. Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
Will begin. 3.
And just because he might not be as big as some of the other guys that are on the floor, it doesn't dissuade him from getting in there and playing fearlessly on the glass.
And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was wide.